By now, most teens are on summer break or just about to start summer break, so you can expect the roads to be packed with student drivers. Today, we are checking out ways to make sure kids develop good driving habits and how parents can help keep kids accountable for their actions behind the wheels. Betty Malberg's here now, the owner of Official Driving School. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us about the school and the school's mission.
So, Official Driving School is one of the oldest privatized driving schools in Michigan. We do over 20,000 students a year between our segment 1 and 2 classes. So, we're putting a lot of teens on the road. And, I think our mission goes beyond just driver education. We want to keep the roads safer. We want to keep teens safer. And, we're a part of the movement to have zero teen deaths out there. And we're trying to be as loud as possible.
And you were actually saying that you found that you've seen kids skipping driver's ed.
Yeah, I feel like there's this movement out there, and the stats back it right there. There are a lot of parents that are waiting till their kids are older, and they're actually skipping the formalized driver education process altogether. So, once you turn 18, you don't have to take segment 1, you don't have to take segment 2, you don't have to meet with an instructor. You take the road test, you get your permit, and you take the road test, and if you pass the road test, you're on the road. And so just because you can parallel park and just because you can pass a road test doesn't mean that you had the formalized learning experience that you need to have to be a safe driver out on the roads. So, we are loud about that too. Don't skip the formalized driver education experience. It's really important. And, don't wait too long to get your kids into driver education.
So when would you recommend kids should start their driver's education?
Right away. It's actually 14 and 8 months, and people are like, 14 and 8 months, isn't that too small? And you're like, no, that actually hasn't changed. I took it when I was 14 and 8 months, and that's how it's always been. But yeah, it does seem young nowadays, but that just means we're all getting older, right?
That's true. The age hasn't changed, but we definitely have changed.
We have.
And distracted driving has changed too. When I was around, I didn't have a cell phone at 14, 16, right? So how do we teach our kids to avoid our phones and other distractions?
Well, like I said, the not skipping formalized driver education is great because we have, we give lessons on that and how to be a safe driver, how to minimize distractions, but also being a good example as a parent. And, as your kid is nearing the age, especially talking to them about driving, including them in the conversation, but, putting your phone on do not disturb while you're driving and being that example to your teen is huge because you know that it is such an issue. There's even contracts online on the state's website and on our website. You can download it. You can sign it with your teen. You both make a commitment to drive safe and not drive distracted. And there's just something to put in your name on something, like that makes it feel more important.
And also your kids are watching you, right? So if you're driving distracted and they're seeing that, they're probably going to do the same.
Yeah, if you have a coffee and a croissant and you're driving with your knee and looking at your phone, that's not going to be a good example.
No, it is not. So how can parents help prepare their first-time drivers, aside from the distracted driving? Any other good habits that they should be reflecting?
Yeah, I think including them on the conversation while you're driving, showing them some of the signs, showing them what you're looking at in an intersection, pointing out things that you're noticing while you're driving. That's going to be a good example. Instead of being a bad example, that's actually being a good example. And then also, as if you're already signed up for a teen program and your kid's about to start, let them sit in the driver's seat. Let them get familiar with where the blinkers are and the gas and the brake. You don't take them out on the road, but just let them sit in the car, let them start it and turn the car off. That takes some of the anxiety out of it because they're comfortable with it. And, it could be a little intimidating. You get behind that wheel and you don't know what anything is or where anything's at. And some of the other kids do know it. So, it's a confidence thing.
And finally, where can people go for more to maybe sign up, take a look at some classes?
OfficialDrivingSchool.com. We list all of our classes online and they can sign up online as well.
Awesome. Benny, thank you so much for being here. Very insightful this morning.
Thank you so much.